Hi guys, it's Adam from Cool Reviews for You, and this time is going to be a special edition. This is going to be our first book review, and it is going to be on one of the best books I find ever, The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, which is the first part of the three-part series of Lord of the Rings. And there's also the Silmarillion and the Hobbit, and I'll do that. But, here is the book itself. If you're wondering why it's so tatty, my edition, it's because this I borrowed from my teacher. It was very nice to lend this to me. Yeah, it says The Fellowship of the Ring on it. And I think this book is 50 years old, guys, because it says authorized Canadian edition of the famous Lord of the Rings trilogy, Part 1. And it was for $1.95. $1.95. Don't believe me. It says right up there in a worn out lettering. See if you can see it. Yeah. That's a very good price. And at the bottom it says J.R.R. Tolkien, but it's a very worn out copy, so you can barely see it. So yeah. And you got the Elvish writing all around it. All around this part that's on the ring. Oh, and yeah. So, I'll just read a little bit off this part. It says, "Thus at the Council of Elrond the fateful decision was made. The One Ring was to be destroyed, and Frodo and his 8 companions were to set forth on a long and dangerous journey to the land of Mordor." So yeah, it's a really good book. And it is quite long. It is 423 pages. But it's because at the beginning Tolkien has a prologue, has some maps which are very helpful, like from The Hobbit. And you get some bunch of stuff, like it's called Concerning Hobbits. So the actual book, the actual story does not start till page 29. So that's basically 28 pages of extra features for a book. That's quite good. Then I got a part of the Shire, which is like a little map right there. You could pause it and sort of see it, I guess. Yeah, that's it. Oops, sorry, I lost my page. I'm at the Old Forest. Sorry about that, but I'm still reading this. I'm at chapter 6, The Old Forest, because I only started reading this like a couple weeks ago. Yeah, it was last week I started reading. Yeah, I read a lot. But yeah. So, and this is one of the first times I've seen this, is he cut the book into 2 parts, like up to page 227 is book 1, and this is considered book 2. See what I mean by this? It says book 2 right there, like it stopped and like near the middle. Yeah, it's almost exactly the middle. And then the rest of the pages is book 2, which is basically when he's with the Fellowship, all of them, and they're deciding what they're gonna do with the ring. So yeah, and if you guys don't believe how good of a book this is, I'm gonna read the first paragraph of chapter 1, A Long Expected Party. Okay, a second. Book 1, Chapter 1, A Long Expected Party. When Mr. Bilbo Baggins of Bag End announced that he would shortly be celebrating his 111st birthday with a party of special magnificence, there was much talk and excitement in Hobbiton. Bilbo was very rich and very peculiar. He had been the wonder of the Shire for 60 years, ever since his remarkable disappearance, and unexpected return. The riches he had brought back from his travels had now become a local legend, and it was popularly believed, whatever the old folk might say, that the hill at Bag End was full of tunnels stuffed with treasure. And if that was not enough for the fame, there was also his prolonged vigor to marvel at. Time wore on, but it seemed to have little effect on Mr. Baggins. At 90 he was much the same as at 50. At 99 they began to call him well preserved, but unchanged, and would have been near the mark. There were some that shook their heads and thought that this was too much of a good thing. It seemed unfair that anyone should possess, apparently, perpetual youth as well as, reputedly, inexhaustible wealth. It will have to be paid for, they said. It isn't natural, and trouble will come of it. So yeah, this is a very good book. The other two editions is The Two Towers and The Return of the King. But yeah, you guys have got to pick yourselves a copy up. But yeah, I'll probably redo this review when I get the newer copy for Christmas. I'm probably gonna ask that Christmas. But yeah, that's it, I guess. And I'll see you in the next video, which is probably gonna be on some more Lego stuff, or I don't know, something. I'll think of something. I'm sitting at home. I'm kind of bored. But yeah, I'll see you later. Hope you guys enjoyed, and please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye.